What do we need to do, Scott?
So that windscreen went in, but the bottom part of the seal.
So you've replaced this
got
already?
back out, and it isn't in fully, so it needs to come back up. But I have actually put the locking strip in, which is just a nightmare. To be honest with you, the whole thing is a nightmare. The back one went in not too bad. The locking.
Why don't you just not have a windscreen and wear goggles?
Wow! Oh! Wow! Oh!
I could do, but I might get slightly dusty. The way to do it might be a bit of a tricky side. But I've even got this special tool and everything for it. But it's
What's the special tool?
like a sort of a roller, and you put the thing in there and it opens the
Yeah,
gap and then
yeah.
you slide it along. But it was so difficult. It was so difficult to do. But it's got to come back out and then go back in again, which is always really enjoyable.
But what did we expect? Did we think we were going to be windscreen experts?
I did think it was.
You thought you might be?
I've done quite a lot of
You thought it might be the calling? Oh, you've done ones before,
Over the years,
okay.
I've done quite a few,
Yeah.
and they've always, everyone said what a nightmare they are, and it's been alright, but I don't think they've ever really had locking strips in. But even-
Okay.
Yeah, they're just a real pain in the arse.
So what do we need to do?
Well, I think the first thing I've got to do is get that out. So
Oh, that's the locking
that gets
strip.
slid
is it?
over,
Okay.
and then get
yeah.
the locking strip edge out and get it out without breaking
Yeah.
it. That's that gone. Then pull the whole windscreen out.
Yeah.
Then locate the bottom, I reckon, get that in.
Yeah.
Because we didn't locate it fully in when it started, and then as it sort of peeled in, it's just popped up. It's a bit.
Sounds like one of them jobs that you just wake up and you can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get started.
The best thing is I've done it once, so that's even worse.
So this is like a hard plastic
Yeah.
bead sort of job.
When we did it before Kitchen on it, we hurt every fingernail,
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of them.
Have you not got picks?
Yeah, I've got some picks.
That was a new tool discovery for me that I didn't know I needed until I got a set of picks.
But
And now the amount of jobs.
plastic ones.
Yeah, they're. But I mean, like the little tiny.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've got a couple in there, but the problem is with this is you can damage the
Oh yeah.
rubber. So
You don't want to damage rubber, do you?
definitely not.
That's bad
Oh,
news.
Oh, look at that! If only it goes in as easy as this comes
yeah.
out. That took us about 3 hours to get that in.
That's what I thought with every single job I did in the van. Thought this is easy. Just pulling that engine out. That's simple. Putting it back in. Surprisingly, it takes a bit more skill and patience.
See if you can get that axle stand on there. Put it go on that rear beam.
It's going to need a bit more height, I think. You're going to have to get higher than you need to for me to then.
Believe it's coming out. It's
Yeah.
way.
What do you need me to do?
Whoa. That would have happened while we were driving along.
So that shouldn't have come out that easy.
Nah, the bottom wasn't locked in.
Right.
We've got to put a. We haven't done a windscreen.
Nope.
We're about to get really But
Oh, is it? I understand. Yeah. But this is where your tool should work, no?
so you have to put a string around the inside edge.
Yeah.
Then you pull the string out as you go round, and it if you imagine the string's in there and it's sat there, so as you pull it, it lifts it over that, right, which is fine. But as you're going round, so on the Carman gear, when I did the Carman gear one, as you pull it out, the thing wants to settle in. It's lovely. It sort of wants to, you're moving the rubber out the way, so then it drops onto here. And then as you start to work around, it all wants to pull down.
And you're pulling the string from the
You're pulling the string
inside.
from the inside, and it's tied in. But doing this one was quite a pain in the ass. This has got a lip, look here, which sits over that. And then underneath that, it's got the other one, which is meant to go there.
Say that again.
So you've got this lip there, which sits over the top. But then you've got the actual seal, which is underneath, which goes over there and down.
Okay.
So I've never done one like this. I had the dash out originally, and then you couldn't get the dash in until.
I was going to ask
It was
that.
chicken
Yeah.
and egg.
Yeah.
But then I did when I was.
Did you paint this with the windscreen in?
It was peeled back,
Right.
and then it had a big bit of cable wedged in it, so you could spray into it. But a mate of mine, who's his dad, he's built cars for years. That's what he did for a living. He said, "I probably haven't got enough lubricant on here."
Yeah, I was
And then
wondering
watching
that.
a guy, and he was using WD-40. And he said it's like the saving grace.
Yeah.
Blast it in there, get it round. It's an absolute ball. Like,
It's
just
not the
hold that there a second.
Yeah, got it.
I've got a bit of foam in it. This fag, that cable you used over here. Not the middle one, that's slightly bigger.
This is long enough, or
That is fine. It's just I thought it was a bit too small before.
right?
Was the problem, and I never know where to start. Whether to start at the top and come down, or at the bottom and come out. I think we're better off starting from the bottom.
I was going to say
'cause
bottom
that's
out,
where I think I went wrong before.
because then it'll stay in with gravity, won't it?
Yeah.
Rather than top, it's going to be pulling
But
away.
I think you need to almost locate the bottom one first.
Yeah.
I think you need to get
Always
it there.
locate the bottom first.
Always, every time. So that comes down and sits
I don't
on.
know which way is up.
The trouble is you've got to get in there. Do you see what I mean?
What's this little thing do?
That is the windscreen washer.
Wow,
German.
that's cute, isn't it?
German efficiency.
That's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, I think it's all going to be a problem. That's the issue with it. Is none of it isn't a problem, you know? Because look, this is the bit that lips over.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the bit that lips over.
Oh yeah, we're on.
There, and that's the actual seal.
Yeah.
So we've got to locate that first.
Well, it's there, Scott. I found it.
Oh, thanks. Well done. And that is the problem I had before. We got it all the way in, and then looked at it, and then I was like, really close to it. I was like, the bottom end in.
I think we can do it. I'm feeling confident.
Where's that red block? Some of that. So we're going to go from the bottom first. So we need to start at the bottom,
Which is this side.
But I think we need to pull this off and
Yeah.
spray some WD on this.
Spray,
'Cause
pull the whole
he
thing off.
reckons
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Right.
That's what Mike said. Mike said
On the
trouble
glass
is
side.
there isn't. Yeah, he said if it's not moving on the glass, he said it can't go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? It can't
Yeah.
do anything.
Doesn't feel that snug a fit though, right?
But it is almost stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
suppose
sticky.
if it's it's all
You
got
know,
a
the old,
bit.
like you get
Right, let's
rubber becomes like glues itself.
Yeah.
In. I think it's like that.
whip that off then.
So I think.
Right, so we're
Now we've got to do the locking strips. So I think we've got to spray WD in that gap and then do the same again.
yeah.
We've got to make sure we start from the middle because we did that before we didn't.
See, it doesn't look in, but it is. Up
but I
here, it
think-
just has
I
so
think-
much
see
seal.
this, when
Yeah.
this wedges out,
Yeah.
this pushes that down.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure because we thought that before with the other bit.
Cool.
You can see on the side. So it's got to sit like that. And if it sits like that, that bit pops out the edge.
Right.
So again, once it locates, it all locates lovely.
Yeah.
Got it?
Got it.
The tools come out anyway.
Okay. Pause.
Pause.
Breathe.
That's really good though. That is half the time it took last time. And the big thing is, WD-40 is water repellent.
And it smells nice. Perfumed
And-
your car.
And it cleans my car beautifully.
Yeah.
I can't wait to wash this. You know when you just
Yeah.
like, think, oh, all I want to do is get it clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it'd be so
It
nice.
did look good at one point.
You got to do it that order, though, haven't you?
Uh,
You got to do it in this order.
oh yeah, paint it, get it covered in shit, and then clean it one day. Good thing is, I don't know what WD's like on matte paintwork.
I think it'll leave you a bit of sheen, but that's okay. It'll wash off. Bit of detergent on it.
Right. It's just really annoying because everything's in there. Do you know what I mean? You can't
There's
do
nothing you can
anything
do about
else
that,
with
though.
that. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. But the old one was like that, the original. Because I remember I used to look at it and I used to think, oh.
I'd put a little bit of like, squirt a bit of gasket goo in that hole just to plug it up. Yeah.
I think so, but I don't think there's anything you can do because both of them were that shape before.
Yeah.
And I thought it was when this went back in, this was gonna spray the outer out because the inner's in, isn't it, everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's in all round.
We're getting there.
Not pretty much there. We've still got the background of the ring to do. The actual.
The back ring still needs doing.
The back ring still needs a damn good lubing. I thought that was probably your job.
Depends whose back ring we're talking about.
The Germans.
The Germans,
The Germans back ring.
Helga,
Needs lubing.
have you named this car?
No, she hasn't been on the road yet, has she? So she hasn't done that.
You're not allowed to name until maiden voyage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's a bit like a pimped up porn star now, isn't she? She's gone from being a...
Yeah, she's had,
Well, she had a glow
she had
up.
some work
She's
done.
had a glow up.
She's had some work done, she. I always name things from like with a
I need a pair of cutters.
with a reference to the country of origin,
Yeah.
and then I start
What's the bag called then?
Arnie. What am I looking for? Cutters.
Yeah, next set of drawers along.
Cutters, pliers. Just snips or little.
No, snips should do it.
These have got a nice angle on them. I like them. Little 70-degree.
You can be a bit forgiving on these, anyway.
Yeah, usually the van's actually a anomaly because it's a man. So I think it's with bikes. I always do female,
Yeah.
and the first letter of the name is like something to do with the make or model.
Yeah.
So like my Ducati is Italian, Multistrada, M, so Mia.
Mia Ducati, yeah? I've got to take this off now. Where's my little...
And then my KTM, Austrian, what are you looking for?
The little... One of them I do.
Austrian, KTM, it was 950 Supermoto S, so it was Sabine. What model? This is 2002, that doesn't really... 2, it's a T, I suppose. Or I guess you just go B, BMW,
Yeah.
Brenda, Betty.
This is tricky, but the rest of it's done, so...
You can't use the tool for this bit.
No, well, you need to get it back out. That's the
Oh,
trouble.
yeah.
So
Oh, true.
you can.
Yeah, then you have to do a magic trick at the end.
Yeah, keep a bit of pressure down there so that can't come back out.
Want me to have a crack for a bit? So what we're trying to do, get...
So that has to go in, and then
Yeah.
you slide that along
Yeah, I
over the
see.
top of it.
Right.
Which, by the look of that, is actually the easier part. Really.
But you hadn't done... So this is as far as you were before. You hadn't done the back locking strip before, you did?
Not on the back of this one.
No, oh, the back windscreen,
Yeah,
right,
back
right,
windscreen.
right. So this is good. This is
I think this
success.
is it. As long as you think that's in,
Yeah.
as in.
I mean, I don't know how we tested.
Well, I
this
don't
in.
know. I only saw it because I was inside,
I wouldn't.
and I was like, something don't feel right, and then I could see it from somewhere.
I just think it's not that snug a fitting it's getting pressure that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's easy ejection. You know, if you need to escape,
If I'm going
you
out
can
the
just
front, it's coming out with me.
boot the windscreen. Oh yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? But
Well, that's what a
that's good.
seatbelt's
No, that's
for.
great because then I won't hit it.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
it won't hurt me.
Less resistance.
I think you're right. That is all the pressure. I was more worried about. I did a window years ago in a bay window camper.
Yeah.
And we slammed the door and it popped out.
Oh
The
yeah.
air pressure went.
Did you not have vents though? I wonder.
It was bay window. It
Yeah.
was probably blocked or
Right, yeah,
rusted or something.
yeah.
But it was only a mate of mine. I was like, yeah, I'll help you put it in. And he
Yeah.
did most of it. And then we slammed the door and it went poof.
So we need to do same to this. But this is already in.
It should all be in.
Yeah, it looks good.
Can you just double check it inside just to see
Yeah.
if anything's worked its way out? I'll get the locking strip and then
Yeah.
I think all we've got to do is locking strip.
Few cobwebs.
Right?
Few cobwebs.
Yeah, well, I've already done it inside.
Yeah, looks mint.
It'll end up being a race car. Oh, well done, Jordy.
Oh, you're welcome. Rear nipped up. He's not happy with this corner, but we decided it's just a different shape. This screen, you know, it flares up that way.
It does,
actually,
it does.
That's definitely warped.
It's
You
definitely
feel
the heat
that?
from the fire,
That's
isn't it?
flaring upward, whereas
Well,
that side keeps going round.
That the rear seal that goes around there was
Yeah.
melted. Was
Yeah.
bubbly. It was enough heat for that, so it's bound to have.
That's definitely a different shape.
Yeah.
And you can physically feel that lip on it.
Yeah, it's going straight up.
Yeah.
Rather than.
Yeah, that this one's really smooth curve. Oh, there's a little bit of it, but it's not as severe. There's a little bit. And maybe that body corner is smoother, and that one's a little bit more.
Yeah, it could be.
Subtle.
Chuck me those tools.
So screen's done. What you got
Screen's
left,
done.
Scott, to get this
Not a
going?
lot. I've
What have
finished
you
the
done
exhaust.
since the last? Oh, this looks different.
Yeah, I've added this over ready. The exhaust has got to go here, but I've got to see what it's like inside. I've done the water lines, welded onto the water pump for that, and then the return.
Do you do these AMP? Is that the word?
AN lines?
AN?
yeah,
You do
lines.
them yourself?
You can do easily enough, but because I needed two different ends,
Yeah.
I bought these off of Hell, and they were like, I think it was 30 quid. But that included this one with a high temperature sleeve, banjo on the end, 8mm banjo.
Nice.
I've had to reuse the old alternator at the moment because I can't get one. But this one's fine, it works fine, but it is old, so all I've done is just paint it a sec. But that will, I'm going to.
This is a Facebook Marketplace refurb.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, total refurb that one. But that's the only bit on it I haven't done so far, and I've got to drill and tap these out to, I think 7/8 it is, because the bloody ones I've got nothing fits as normal. So that's going along quite nicely. I've done the inlet. The tube has just arrived for where the injector manifold on the inlet's going to go. That's going to have a bit of alley tube. I've drilled them out on the pillar drill. That's what I had to make that little bit of angle
Oh yeah.
at the right angle, or the correct angle. And then I've drilled those out ready, and then that's going to take a sleeve which has got a 14mm inner. And then the
Nice.
modern injectors go in.
So you'll have to weld.
Yeah, I think I'm going. Well, originally I was going to see if I can press fit them.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I've actually they're on the verge. I haven't tried it yet. Depends on what the material comes out at. If it comes out spot on,
Yeah.
then we're all right. If
Yeah.
it's ever so slightly under, then I'm going to struggle. So if not, I'm just going to weld them. But they sit on quite nicely.
Cool.
And then I've got to just make up the inlet for the rest of it.
People already done this sort of setup.
Well, the TII engine is injected anyway, but it's mechanical fuel injection, and I've not seen any of these. Lots of people just put on the more modern E30 injection manifold.
Yeah.
But I don't like the look of it. It's a bit restrictive. And
Yeah.
it's
This
not
will be
great.
cool.
Whereas this, I'm hoping I can bring this straight out. I can make something like on the S14. They've got just a little intake that comes through here, and then that should line up on the intercooler right on the front. But it's tricky because the engine's not in yet, so I need to make that once it's in. But if I can get all this made, I cleaned up my old starter and just using that for a minute.
Big start at that.
Well, funny enough, the old one was smaller,
Right.
and
That's
that
giant.
came off the E30.
Right.
So I thought, well, let's see what they do. I mean, I don't know if it was just less efficient motors back then or what they were doing, but the good thing is it bolts on with 3 bolts, really easy to change. It's quite simple to get to. It's just my manifold's going to be in the way.
Get in there, and then it's just head bolts.
Head bolt, well, they
ARP,
should arrive. They're supposed to arrive today.
Studs or bolts?
So they're studs. They come back as studs.
Nice, yeah.
Bolts are the existing. And I've got to do the return line.
So these are the original. You've already got these.
Yeah, I've only
with
finger
them.
wound
Yeah.
these in, and I'd done ARPs on everything else, and I thought I'll just order them, and then it turned out that they haven't turned up for weeks.
You regretted it.
Yeah, in some ways, but then I thought, well, I'm so far in now. Let's just go with it.
Stay tuned for the next episode. Engine building then install to come. Less than 3 months to go until the ring.